Topic G1B, Antenna Structure Limitations, covers antenna structure limitations, good engineering and good amateur practice, beacon operation, prohibited transmissions, and retransmitting radio signals. There are 12 questions in this topic, and one of these questions will be on your exam. What is the maximum height above ground to which an antenna structure may be erected without requiring notification to the FAA and registration with the FCC, provided it is not at or near a public use airport? 200 feet. With which of the following conditions must beacon stations comply? There must be no more than one beacon signal transmitting in the same band from the same station location. Which of the following is a purpose of a beacon station as identified in the FCC rules? Observation of propagation and reception. Which of the following transmissions is permitted? Occasional retransmission of weather and propagation forecast information from U.S. government stations. Which of the following one-way transmissions are permitted? Transmissions necessary to assist learning the International Morse code. Under what conditions are state and local governments permitted to regulate amateur radio antenna structures? Amateur service communications must be reasonably accommodated, and regulations must constitute the minimum practical to accommodate a legitimate purpose of the state or local entity. What are the restrictions on the use of abbreviations or procedural signals in the amateur service? They may be used if they do not obscure the meaning of a message. When choosing a transmitting frequency, what should you do to comply with good amateur practice? All of these choices are correct. The choices are: ensure that the frequency and mode selected are within your license class privileges. Follow generally accepted band plans agreed to by the amateur radio community, and monitor the frequency before transmitting. On what HF frequencies are automatically controlled beacons permitted? 28.20 MHz to 28.30 MHz. What is the power limit for beacon stations? 100 watts PEP output. Who or what determines good engineering and good amateur practice as applied to the operation of an amateur station in all respects not covered by the Part 97 rules? The FCC. When is it permissible to communicate with amateur stations in countries outside the areas administered by the Federal Communications Commission? When the contact is with amateurs in any country except those whose administrations have notified the ITU that they object to such communications.